tips on the best ways to sell your secondhand items online, whether it's clothes, bags, accessories, shoes. I'm going to help you get as much as you can for your items. First, you want to determine if the items are sellable or not. My rule of thumb is if I feel like there's too much damage or if it's worn too much and I wouldn't buy it online, then someone else wouldn't either. Once you've done this, start taking pictures. You want lots of well-lit pictures. Typically, you want to do this in daylight where you have lots of natural lighting. Get pictures of the front, the sides, the backs, the bottoms, any straps, any labels, any identifying things that you can use for listing your items. And if you can, lighten those pictures up a little bit. I like to use Lightroom to do that, but you can do it in all different kinds of apps. The more detailed your pictures, the better, because people are going to ask you to see the bottom of a pair of shoes or the inside of a purse. So it's better to just get those done ahead of time than to have to go back and add them later. This is also when you want to take any pictures of flaws or damage there might be to the item. So for example, when I was photographing the trench coat, I noticed there were a few stains on it. Now, these stains would likely come out if this was taken to a dry cleaner. Do I feel like taking it to a dry cleaner before I sell it? Absolutely not. Is someone who's gonna buy it maybe gonna do that? Possibly. But I'm gonna make sure that's in the listing so that people know what they're getting. The more pictures you have and the more descriptive you are when selling items, the more likely you are to make more money doing it, but also you're not gonna get the item returned or refunded because you didn't disclose enough information. Now, personally, when I'm selling my stuff online, I like to use Poshmark. There are a few other apps that I use as well, but Poshmark is the one that I use the most. I have a full closet on there. There's tons of stuff that I have listed. So when you're listing something on there, you pick a bunch of pictures, you pick the cover photo, and then you do the title of the item. I like to do what the actual item is with the brand and the size. And then in the description, I get a little bit more detailed, including adding information about if I have pets in my home, if anybody in my home smokes, which we don't have any pets and nobody smokes, but I like to put that in there, as well as how often the item has been worn and how much wear a buyer can expect when they buy this item. If there was any damage to this item, I would list it in the description. Then I move on and I'm doing the rest of the process for their listing. And that's just picking that it's shoes and they're rain boots. There's only one of them, the size, the brand, the color, and then they're going to want to know how much you originally paid for it. I don't remember. It's been a really long time, so I guessed. And then they give you a nice range on how much money you should charge for this. You don't have to stay within their range, but you can. Then you can publish the item and it's listed in your shop. People can buy it from you. They can bundle other items and buy stuff from you at a discount if you want to do that. I have all the details about this on my site.